Okay, folks. Hi, this is Kincaid calling from Kincaid Outdoors. We are live from my backyard. Um, Hopefully, you guys can see me and hear me very well. A lot of wind going on, as you can tell, and air conditioners around here. I'm on my back deck, just overlooking my backyard and the big field right before the church, where I usually see deer and woodchucks and other animals. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to see this or getting in here real quick. I don't. Absolutely doing my best here. Got my laptop down here, got my phone up here. Use that as thing. So if you can hear me, that's awesome. If you actually anybody ever shows up, that would also be cool. So this is what I've got. I was going to give you a small tour of what is going on here in my backyard. Um, we got some things going on, nothing major. The lawn still needs to work, and we need to move a lot of the firewood that we have back here that has been left behind needs to be processed. Um, there may be some future fire starting videos once I get some more wood processed, because right now we had a heavy rain last night. I mean, we have a container over here that was like this full, about that big. It was a planter that was mostly full of water just from the last day or so. So tonight, I do have my fire pit set up over there. Like I said, I may or may not be doing some fire starting videos or just sitting around the fire and doing a campfire chat. Um, you can see, well, you will be able to see once I turn the camera around, you'll be able to see where I am looking at and what I've been doing here since we've been here since, oh man, not even a little over 2 weeks ago, almost a month now since we moved into this new place. So hopefully someone out there is going to see this and join up on me. We've got no one watching right now after 2 minutes, and I know it's not going to be easy getting anybody in. So if you see me looking down over here, it's me looking at my laptop. And well, technically not my laptop, it's my wife's because mine's still out of commission. But I will do my best to see what I can do with anybody who's here. I don't know what's going on. So bear with me here, folks. I am trying to get people to come in. I shared it out. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'm hoping people will be able to make it in. If they can't, I will understand. I do know that this is a little early even for me to be on. So this is a Sunday. I don't have to be on. It's a partly cloudy sky. Actually pretty nice in the 70s. At least I think it is. Let me double check my thing. Yeah, 72. I'm on battery power since I do not have a plug-in here at the moment. I will probably change that in after a bit because I think I can go through that window. That's right there. You can't see. So we're going to try that after a bit if we need to. But so for right now, this is what we've got. So let's see here. What is new with everybody out there? Hopefully anybody who does show up will see this and hope for the best. Not sure what's going on. Please bear with me here, folks. I am trying to get things going on. Uh, I don't know. I'm so new to all this, especially in the backyard. Um, I'm just looking at the live chat here. So I'm pasting invites to people. If they make it, awesome. If they can't, I understand. I got two. Well, that's cool. Two's better than none. Better than zero. But if you're here, say hi. Put a one in the chat. Whatever. Um, I've got some more people I want to send an invitation out here. Um, if someone can make it, awesome, awesome, awesome. Uh, I know it's kind of weird time of day to be out here doing it. My wife and son are at a Renaissance fair working the booths. I can't go due to circumstances, but I will be able to be here and talk to you guys if possible. I normally go on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but today was such a beautiful day, I didn't want to stay the entire day outside. Well, I do have my plants, the 2 tomato plants, and my coffee. Got to have your coffee. So hopefully, if someone see this, hey, who knows? We'll find out. So right now, it's still showing 2 people. That's probably me on both, though. It is what it is. Ooh, that's good. Notes. I have no idea where else to share this to, where I can get people in here. We're going to find out, aren't we? I know it. I don't know what else to do. No idea how to try that. I've never tried that. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I am trying something new on Instagram. I don't know if it's going to work, but hey, I'm open. I've never done this particular situation before. Oh, it did work. No, I have no idea. Let's see here. Still 2, no one here. Dang, what do I get for being Sunday? If anybody is out there. Oh, man, I'm down to 1. I lost somebody. Let's see. I think I know what I did. There we go. Not sure how that happened, but yeah. Lost my page that I was on. Somehow I get it in there. Oh, am I back up too? No, I'm still up. Right now we are going to be doing. I got my backpack here. We can do some videos. We talk about anything bushcraft related. You want to do some archery? I do not have my range set up yet, but I do have the outlines of my range set up. My target is in the shed right now. My takedown survival bow is with my wife in the van, so I can't really show off that, but I do have plenty of bows in the house if I need to go do that. So please, if you're out there, oh, somebody's back. I don't know who it is, but hey, welcome home, as the saying goes. We're going to do our best to get this show started. If anybody's out there, cool. If you're just going to hang out, do nothing, talk about anything, we can do that too. Right now, I have not been doing much other than staying home, watching movies, and doing housework. So I need to get outside, enjoy the day. Just because my wife and son are doing something fun doesn't mean I can't. I just can't afford to go anywhere else. So if anybody's out there, please let me know. Let me see here. Let me add a banner here. The banner on this one because I am a secondary one anyway. Do that one. We'll do that. I know, oddball day. So I'm going to be sitting here staring at you, staring at me, drinking my coffee, and hoping that someone shows up. Oh, cheers. Now, I'm hoping this is not going to be the last time I do videos out here, especially during the day on a weekend, because it's such a, I mean, It's a nice location. I like my deck. I have a deck. It's something I've never had before. It's fairly large. If you wanted to see it, I could show you. It's not that difficult. See, it's just the back portion of it right here. We're planning on putting our grill over here, which is over this way. We'll put it over against that section right there. And our steps are over here, right on the opposite side of that. Our backyard's going off that way. And yeah, it's just an interesting thing that's going to happen. So hopefully I get more than just me in here. I've shared it out, everything I can. Oh man, this is just so weird. Not used to doing all this. I may have to make a run in to get a couple of charge cords for it. So I need to plug this thing in because I'm not sure how fast this thing's going to drain. I'm at 84% already. So please stand by if I have to run in there, because you'll end up being just you and me on this one instead of, oh, sorry, that one. So that main one is going to go downhill. I'm using this one so I could see all the chats and stuff. Oh man, I can't see because it's so bright in here. Well, while I was doing that, I am going to check on the other YouTube side, see if there's anybody else going live at this particular time that I can just pop in and say hi and see who's out there. Anybody know? Definitely not into that one. Not interested in sports, so that one's gone. I'm definitely not into sports, so I'm definitely not going to be interested in those. But that's what I've got going on right now, folks. I'm just hoping that someone's going to show up, hang out, and say hi. Oh, I got three. You got somebody that just came in. I don't know who, but hey, hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. That kind of thing. I'm doing my best here. Welcome to my backyard. I will give you a tour if you want to say, hop up, say hi. Hey, I see you got 5 people in here now. Thank you for coming. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. This is my backyard. A lot of you have heard about my backyard. Only a few of you have seen my backyard. Hey, Dan, how you doing, brother? Rob, how you doing? Well, I'm up to 5 now, Rob. I'm just doing my best to see everything. I'm gonna just give you guys a quick look. See here. It's not much. Here's our deck. Let me see. There's the back. This, not much to it. That's my boys' room. And around here, fairly large deck. I think so, anyway. And let me crank it up a little higher so you guys can see better. But this is my backyard. It's not much to see at the moment. Our storage shed right there. Our generous wood pile in the back there, and all the way around the shed. Fire pit right there. This is where my range is going to go. We've already been trimming off on this big tree over here. But that's pretty much what we got right there. And, I got my tomato plants there. And I'm just hanging out here in the back, on the back deck. Hopefully, I won't get up to, I'm just trying to adjust and get used to doing it outdoors. I've never really shot outdoors like this. Anyway, during a live. Hey, Tom, how you doing? I can't, if I need to type it. Oh, he's been at the casino, huh? Did you get any fishing in? I know Westlake's right there. I figured you might do some fishing since you were there. I'm glad you guys can make it. This is the first of many I hope I'll be able to do in my backyard. I'm going to do some campfire chats later on in the year as I get more firewood chopped up. I haven't had the chance to really do any processing of any firewood as of yet, but I will be doing that soon. You went to East Lake? Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of crappie there. I just didn't catch. I mean, I caught a lot of fish, but nothing on purpose. You know, as you guys probably seen from our gathering video from way back from the other, a couple months ago. It's just this is a lot. I'm going to be over by Ken Wolf Lake, which is over at Mariposa Park. I'm going to be going doing that one sometime in the near future. Doing a hike around it and maybe do some fishing there. I've done some fishing there since they revamped drained it and revamped it. And they do allow electric motors and stuff like that, like they do at East Lake. So hopefully they might be able to get some stuff in because I've seen some kayakers there. Oh, thank you. It's a lot better than the hotel there, Dan. I can tell you that. And you're more than welcome to come join us anytime you want. We got room, surprisingly enough. We got some really good people around here. So I live in Newton now, and Newton is a lot better than Osceola, in my opinion. No offense to anybody who lives from Osceola, it just wasn't my cup of tea. But this is where we lived for a better part of a decade, and this is where we're going to call home for a long time for now. So, hey Jeep, how you doing? Glad you can make it. This is my deck for now. I mean, I can give you a walking tour of what's going on here. Give me a moment. I've never been really good at moving my camera around very well, so got to take a stand. Let's see if I can adjust that here. Please forgive me, folks. I'm trying to figure out this camera thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little better walking tour of the backyard. Bear with me. The people who lived here before didn't take care of this place, so it needs a little work. This is where we're going to be having my archery range set up. I'm not sure if you can see the shepherd hooks that's right there. Mind the cooler, it needed to be cleaned out. And all these branches which we were letting it dry out so we could use for kindling. But we're going to set the targets somewhere out here. We're going to get rid of the burn barrel and process all the firewood and keep it on this pad right here. The rest of the wood pile, oh my God, I can't tell you how much firewood. Hey, Lori, how you doing? We have firewood from right here by that tree all the way down past that tree towards the edge of the property, which is a brick wall. Bear with me here, folks. Yeah, it goes down here, and we got some more firewood all the way back here, and some other boards that we're trying to get rid of. I'm going to trim all this up all the way down and make it look nice, and we can use it for something. I don't know exactly. We keep our stuff in there. I got my archery targets and stuff in there right now. I can try. Give me a second. I got to go to the other. Let me get to back to my computer where I can put myself full screen. I don't think I can do it from this particular phone. Give me a second. I will go full screen. Let's see here. How do I do that with myself? Okay, I might. There we are. There we go. I'm just gonna go with this way. How's that? Okay, Rob, tell me how you, is this better? Okay, but mind you that this is a little bright here, so I can't see the screen, what I'm seeing. You're seeing, I can just see it with my eyes, but I can see the chat there. Let me go back here and show you again. You saw where the edge of the property is. There's firewood processed all up and down. There's also some garbage I need to get out of here. But from where this fence is to the house is the edge of the property. And I just saw a deer like just the day before yesterday, just on the other side of that fence post. That makes sense, Dan. Fat wood works always better too. The firewood I've got here has been sitting here for quite a while. So as you can see, you got a little bit of chicken in the woods or whatever that fungus is growing there, which I have to make sure I don't get anything in me. But backside of our house, this is where we're going to put our garden in eventually. Right now, I just have my fire pit there just because it was convenient. But this is what the place looks like in the backyard. This is where you're going to see a lot of the backyard, unfortunately. Anybody have any questions you want to see about my backyard? It's not much. There's my deck. My deck is actually kind of cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect to the house via a door or anything, but it is a nice deck. It needs a little work, just like anything else. Needs a lot of TLC. We got our tomato plants on there. Right now, I got the laptop set up there. So, Rob, what do you think? There's my portable fire pit. I just threw that log in there the other day. I just hadn't had a chance to do anything with it. I'm not going to tell you that there, Dan. None of your business. And we haven't used the metal detector on the backyard yet, so we don't know if there's anything buried back here. I have a feeling there's more than a few things buried back here. Because the base of the house is like from 1940s. So not quite 100 years, but it's getting there. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Well, thank you for coming, Mike. I'm glad you made it. I wasn't sure there for a while. I was in there talking to myself quite a bit. But there's not much to look at on you. For those people who do trapping, I have a little friend that lives right down in that little hole right there. He comes to visit every once in a while. But I did talk to the DNR, and I can dispatch him as long as I let them know in advance that I'm going to be doing that. What's all there, I don't know. I've got to get all this stuff moved. I plan on using this one once it's cleared off, like a seat. I got another one. Sorry for the flipping. Didn't mean to do that. Let me try something here. Yeah, locking that in, or won't do that again. I'm gonna use this one here for another seat. I have no idea if there's more in here that might be useful for that, but we're gonna try our best. I was hoping to try to get some fire going today, if I could just sit around the fire, just see what we got. Not sure how my fire starting skills are while I'm doing it on camera, because I haven't really done it that much. So I'm usually just doing it just for me. Yes, I'm not. And by the way, I'm not going to leave it this way. I'm just gathering it together. So, how are you guys doing? So, I just going back because I want to get my coffee. Sit my chair for a bit. Sweat my camera around here. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully this will work. It's like I said, this is my first time ever doing this in my backyard, especially on my back deck. So I'm doing my best I got. What do you guys think? Do I have any cayenne peppers? No, I do not. I am not a pepper fan, Ronnie, but there I know several people who are. I consider myself a big wuss when it comes to peppers, with exception of green peppers and some of the small mild red peppers. But I don't have anything growing. The only thing I got growing right now is tomatoes. I just moved in here not even a month ago, so I'm still trying to get myself settled in. We don't even have everything in the house yet, just the storage unit. Just we're moving in as we can find room. Okay, I feel that I'm missing something, Lori. Please enlighten me. I haven't watched the news because I'm not much on watching news. I've been doing housework and watching a Elvis movie. So please enlighten me if you could. Oh, wrong one. Where is my first? Okay. Knife. Definitely, Ronnie. It's better than being in a hotel. I was there for a month and a half, and being out of a house and home sucks. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I don't care who it is. I mean, because being homeless is not a thing, especially when you have kids. So I do have chance to spread out, set down roots, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is for you, Dan. That would. I don't know if it's gonna get my fire going or anything like that, but I'm gonna try. Well, I got this dry on that one. Smells so good though. It really, whatever. So what's new with you guys? and I need to know what everybody's talking about. It's right. Yep, it actually is a nice deck. It was an unexpected bonus when we got the place. We were told about this place um, about a week before we moved in. We came and looked at it. We saw the deck as an afterthought. They just happened to mention it. Um, it's a nice little 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the price was definitely within our budget, which is very surprising. My feather sticking leaves a lot to be desired, folks. I am not very good at it because I normally, when I do this, I use my flint and steel, not anything else, and maybe some char cloth. But the good thing about this setup is that it comes with its own ferro rod. So this is a more light my fire. Not much. I mean, it's decent little $30 setup. Works for me. Fits my hand. Comfortable grip. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I can get my fire going for later this evening when my wife and boy get back from the fair, and we can do some sitting around the campfire for a bit. Not much of a campfire, but it works. So where are you from, Ronnie? Oh, oh, I could try that. I just want to do a test run on the back of the knife shave and see. I don't need do a little bit. I do believe I had to, that's simple 90-degree edges, but it's got some decent little shavings and stuff, nothing major. Smells good though. I've got bigger pieces in the house, and I've got a whole pouch full in my Four Directions bushcraft bag that I got from Cliff from Fox Outdoors. But I've got a good supply of fat wood at the moment. I think there's a good chunk right there. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I think I've been through there at least once. Oh, I understand that summer's still here at least until the 22nd. And I know that day very well because that's the day I was born, the first day of autumn. We have a really nice maple tree right here behind me. And I got a walnut tree back in the corner there. And some another maple. We got 2 big maples up front. Just wish I wasn't allergic to the walnuts. Here's a good thing of shavings there for you, Dan. Sorry, you can't focus very well, but I'm trying to figure out how this camera thing works. Yeah, it's going to catch fire really easy. That's not, well, I guess I do have something I can use. I'm going to use my kit. Okay, be well, brother. Thank you for coming in. Don't be such a stranger. And remember, you got my number. You can call me. Come over and hang out if you want to. We can go fishing. We can go whatever. Hunting season is upon us here in Iowa, just to let you know. So, and you're only a stone's throw away from me. So It wouldn't be too difficult for you to come over and hang out. Okay. I've been up in that general vicinity a couple times, though I was on the, yeah, I was up by Door County. I worked a Renaissance fair up there. I ran an archery range at Door County, Wisconsin. Hey, Deb, how you doing? I'm glad you made it. This is my back deck of my house, uh, my new place here in Newton, Iowa. It's not, you know, 100% yet because we have a lot of work to do on this place. I got to finish this back deck because they used house paint, interior house paint on the deck. I pressure wash it and restain it and reseal it so it'll be nice and last a while. I got to jack up that corner over there a little bit. It's a little low, but yeah, I'm hoping that my little thing of fat wood here will do some good here. Oh, I can understand that too. Yeah, Dan was talking about fat wood, so I got my fat wood out. And if you guys are interested in seeing another look around the place, it's not much. The interior is not much to look at, and then we're still unpacking, so there's not much to really not much looking. There's a lot of boxes. We only been here like not even barely 3 weeks as of yesterday. I'm glad you guys can make it on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's about 71 degrees here, 72, sorry, here in Newton, Iowa. Just east central Iowa. I have no idea what I'm doing here, folks. So I'm hoping I can get some stuff going here. And I don't get a chance to use my firewood, fat wood that much. Wow, it's so difficult to do in a bowl. Bear with me. I've been trying to keep an eye on both my computer and my phone so I can keep track of chats. If I'm not, if I'm talking too much, let me know, or at least because right now I just hanging out, just seeing what's going on in the world. I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful day out, partly cloudy sky, not too hot, nice. The wind's not too high, so yeah. Okay, I have my coffee right here, so I'm already good to go on the coffee part. I did that before I started. Man, this is a very short ferro rod. That's why I can do better. I have bigger ferro rods. I reach down to the bottom of the bag, button up the sleeve, and presto, got a big one. Let's see if this works any better. This thing has never been used. I got this from Cliff from Foxit Outdoors, and I have not even scratched it. Figured now is as good a time as any. I need to put a lanyard on here. Got the lanyard hold on there. Well, I had embers for a second. I know I need a handle. I haven't figured out what to use for a handle though. I don't have a what is it? Um, a lathe or anything like that for I could drill holes into a piece of wood and carve it out. Um, but this is like a 1/2 inch ferro rod, and I don't have a lot of grip for it. Like I said, this is the first time I've used this one. I usually use the one I prefer to use. Forgive me here. Is this one, and it's got little feathers on the striker as well as the ferro rod itself. They got matching feathers. Decent little striker, nothing fancy, but it does go pretty well. Though I might want to consider extending the little lanyard on it. Oh, come on, upside down. There we go. But that's a work in progress. What kind of rod there, Rodney? A high-speed striker? Probably. I mean, well, to be honest, like I said, I have not really done much with this ferro rod. This is a really good striker. I just don't get a chance to use it very often. I normally use the back of my knife, which I carry on my, in my pocket, and I do cheat when I carry that one, which I'll give me a second here. What I usually carry is this cheapy Coghlan from Walmart. That's not much, I know. And this little Sheffield. Now, I don't use the blade. I don't use the back of the knife. I actually use the hole. And let's go. So it works really well. I get strikes from both sides at the same time, and I don't mess it up. And I'm pretty much guaranteed a strike pretty much every time. But that's what I use, just the hole that comes with the Sheffield. I'm sorry about that. And my little Coghlan. It's not much. I've had to replace the tape, reglue the handle back on a couple times, but it does work. Now, I haven't tried it on anything else. I mean, this one here is my junk knife anyway. I use this for striking. I use this for cutting boxes. Even though I do have a box cutter I use for that too. But it may not look like much. I mean, here's the striker that came with the Coghlans, and it's not very good. So, I mean, I can't get anything off of this thing. See, it's just really poor compared to my regular pocket knife. Ah, okay. That's cool. But like I said, this one here it does really good. With the strike, putting out the sparks. Like it's just using the little hole in the center of the thing, and it makes it a lot easier because that's all 90-degree angle already. And that's a cool joke. I got it finally. I'm a little slow. But my fire skills are generally for flint and steel. That's my preference. I am going to be doing a giveaway on my birthday on the 22nd, just to let everybody know. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways, one at 9 o'clock, one at 10 o'clock for 2 fire steel kits. So if you can make it to that one, I will let you know this Thursday how you can enter and get to be a part of that before then, because I am going to be doing a bingo call type style drawing for that. And if anybody wonders, I have a bingo roller that I picked up at Goodwill that I'm going to use to give everybody numbers and crank out, see who's going to win. So that's going to be an interesting kit. It's a nice little kit. It comes with a striker, a piece of chert, some char cloth, and some, I still have trouble telling whether it is jute, twine, or coconut husk. It kind of looks similar to me. So that's what that's going to do. Anybody got anything? Okay, what would you consider a high-speed striker, Rob? I'm just curious. I mean, this this here is just a cheapy one. I mean, actually, I haven't really tried that with this one, have I? Did I? Yeah, I did. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, that works pretty good. Just the ferro rod's really small. Okay, if I'm not answering you, I'm just trying to read. I'm just reading what you guys wrote. Don't want to stab myself. That would be bad. I do generally carry a lighter with me. I'm not sure if I got one right now. No, I don't. I generally carry a Bic with me somewhere. I think it's in the living room. I just used it last night. But I carry a Bic lighter with me, or a Bic-ish lighter, or Scripto, or Bic, whatever. And I carry my ferro rods, my flint strike, which is a flint and steel. Which I don't know if I can show you that one if you haven't seen it yet. This is what I usually carry with me. One of my smaller ferro rods. But this is what I usually start my fires with. It may not seem like much to people, but I'm not sure if you guys can see the sparks, but this thing's shooting sparks left and right. I got some bigger pieces of chert in the house, but to replace these as I go. But this is what I prefer to use. That and a little bit of char cloth goes a long way. Oh, yeah, I can understand that. If they keep them in a warm space, in like, sounds like I've seen people put them in their waistbands. I've seen them put them under their armpits. Um, someplace warm, they will work. They just don't always work. Now you could always try using a trench lighter or a rope lighter or something like that. That should work even in the cold. But most alcohol fueled or butane or propane fueled style lighters, liquid fuel lighters usually work really decent. Yeah, well, ferro rods work really well for what they do. I mean, I would not definitely call them surefire. I would call a lighter surefire for the most part. Um, I personally prefer Zippo lighters, but the fuel dries up fairly quickly if you don't have a replenishable fuel source. And as for Bic lighters, you can get like 3,000 strikes if you're lucky and the weather's nice. And if you get them wet, make sure they're dry first. But with these always work even wet. As long as you got the proper tinder for pretty much everything, yeah, ferro rods work. Like I said, I've got multiple ferro rods. Not an issue with that. I've got long ones, short ones, big ones, fat ones, skinny ones. But as long as you have the proper tinder, you're good. I mean, you could, I like using natural tinders if I can find them, like cattails and things, cotton from a cottonwood tree, that kind of thing. Hey, Pete, how you doing? Glad you could make it. But I said I've got my small ferro wood, which I keep it in as a backup. And I keep a small version of the one I just showed you. It's a little small. I keep this one in my kit here, so it works really well. But the one thing I haven't really tried yet, I've been meaning to, since the weather's nice, and actually might be a good time to try, is the magnifying lens gear. I carry a Fresnel lens in my wallet, but I haven't really tried this particular section on catching anything on fire yet. But I want to try it. Hey Blake, how you doing? I'm glad you can make it, Blake. Okay. Please bear with me. I'm trying to read. Yep, you can use parts of your lighter to start fires too. Yep, I'm here in my backyard, folks. If you guys, I will give you a quick turn around here where you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what I can do about just moving my camera around here. Okay, this is my backyard from my deck. My deck is actually not very big, probably about 12 to 14 by 12 by 14. Not much to it. It's a little, not perfect, but not destroyed. But that's where I'm going to be setting up my archery range, just in front of that little bunch of limbs and stuff, which we cut down last weekend. And my fire pit there, obviously. It does have a good feel, Roddy. It's just one of those things. It's just, I haven't had a decent yard that I can actually do stuff in such a long time. Here, let me do some stuff. Here, that would carry you around a little bit easier. I have another tripod I could use for this, but I like to use my big one. There's my fire pit with the stand that breaks down flat, so I can lay all that down flat and put it inside the bowl when I'm not using it. My bow holders and for when I shoot. I plan on putting my range right here somewhere once I get some hangers for it, my target. But we got a decent sized front yard too. Those are our two maple trees up there. I think this is an elm. I'm not sure. I'm not. My wood identifying skills aren't the best, but I think this is an elm with the jagged leaves. And this is a tree, not a bush, because apparently somebody cut down a tree stump and they didn't kill it. And all these little trees grew out of it. So I'm going to be taking my time cutting all those down just like I did those over there. And eventually do some stump killer because it's going to be tearing out the retaining wall if I don't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Blake. Maybe you get good luck next time. At least you got to go. I haven't got to go this year because, you know, circumstances. But that circumstance led me here. And it's more than big enough for me to set up my range, do some fishing, having a garden like right there. Our property ends right there at that post. There's another silver post right over there beyond those, that walnut tree and that elm tree, maple tree right there, that silver maple. But you can see some downfall logs. Forgive me, I can't speak. But we're gonna clean all this up, get rid of all these extra weeds, and Jenny's gonna put in some sunflowers stuff. So that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna check something on this big 3x12. Oh man, that is so dry rotted. Oh, it's still heavy. That might be useful. Just gotta cut it down. I think I can make a bench out of that. Maybe I can get it trimmed down to the right size. And a couple of these right here could use some 12-inch, some really big nails, and make a bench. Didn't consider that until just now, so that's an idea. What do you guys think? I got to dig that up, clean that up, get rid of all that gunk and trash that they left behind in here. And hopefully I'm gonna get rid of all that rock behind the house and put in some flagstones to make the place look nice. And to make it easier for us to get in and out away from the driveway to the back of the house. What do you guys think? Build the bench. I didn't consider it until just now, Ronnie, but I think I can do it. I don't have any major power cutting tools. I've got some drills. I've got a small detail sander, but I don't have anything big, like as a circular saws or jigsaws or anything like that. But if that can be done, I think I might try it. If I just got a couple of good sized pieces of these logs here that might be the same length, and make myself a decent bench, which would go really well with my fire pit right there. So that could be nice, I think. I want to put that around the fire, something to sit on. And there's another one right there, but that might be a little tall, depending on how tall you are. I'm short, so I have no idea. Man, I haven't even really looked in this wood pile very much. Yeah, they got some fungus on here. It's got to be careful with that with me. Happen to be a little bit allergic to that. I don't know if breathing it as it burns counts, but if it does, I'm in serious trouble. I don't know if it's going to make a really long bench because I think that back portion is a little split, so I'm going to have to trim it up a bit. It appears, let me see here. Let's see here. This part right here is really dry and split, as you can see. So I probably would cut it down about right there, and depending on how the rest of it looks on that end. And like I said, finding a couple, holy cow, that's a whole tree log. Oh my God, there's no way. I need a chainsaw for that. I don't have any chainsaws. Dang it. That piece right there is about 6 to 10 feet long and about 20 to 24 inches wide. This piece, that big log right there. Holy cow, I need a chainsaw. Well, it gives me a reason to buy a chainsaw. Hey, there you go. This house is from the 1940s. It originally was a World War II track home for people who were coming home from World War II, and they built a lot of traditional housing and stuff like that for people to get into the houses after the war was over. It's not much to it. I can actually see everything better now. This is our front of our house. Not much to that. We got little steps there. But these bricks right here are from all over Iowa. We got Flintco, Des Moines, Burlington, and a few others that I have never heard of. But I want to try to save these. I'm going to take this out and put some more flagstones and put a flagstone walkway here, because this thing is all over the place. I want to make sure it helps with the drainage and stuff. This thing is wavier than a roller coaster. But that's our yard. There's not much. I wanted to see if I could put a hammock between those trees, but I've been told they may be too far away. But yep, nice little neighborhood, which is really cool about this place. Down around the corner, probably about quarter mile on the other side, is where we used to live when we lived here in Newton before. That was like 2 years ago. So we move away for 2 years, come back, and we get a bigger place. Don't ask me how. For only $25 more a month. But that's what we got. Oh, I forgot to show you guys some. I've got my tomatoes are growing, surprisingly enough. And yes, I know I need to clean off my deck. I haven't done it yet. It needs to be jacked up right there, about 2 to 3 inches. I just happen to have a big giant floor jack. It might work on that. Yeah, we got a couple of tomatoes right there. You can see right there and there. And I got some blossoms on this one. Right there, you can see that one right there's another one that was right there. It kind of fell off this morning. But hopefully they'll start producing more tomatoes. I got some more blossoms getting ready to start on this one, like right there. And a few others, which I'm hoping right there. Considering I planted them from seed, I'm actually kind of happy with those. Now I'm going to change my camera back where it was. Okay, and I'm back in the saddle again. There you go. Put myself back in here in my chair. It's a little discombobulated down here because I just tore through a thing like a tornado. So what do you guys think? Seem like a good place? Inside, I'm not, like I said, I'm really not really up to showing you the inside right now because, yeah, we still got place. We got to make room for, because we still got to get kitchen table in, which we don't have. We're going to get in some more furniture. Need another dresser and a whole bunch of other stuff moved from the storage unit. But that's that one that I had. Please forgive me. I wasted it. I think a chainsaw, when I was talking about chainsaws, it might work for that bench too, cutting that bench down to a proper size. I don't need a 12-foot bench. A good 6-inch one would be 6 foot one would be more than sufficient for anybody who comes here and hangs out with us. Thank you. We got lucky. We found it through the VA. That's one thing good about being veterans, my wife and I. We've met some really awesome people, and they got us in touch with our current landlords. I wish we owned this place, but we don't. But I'd rather be, for what it is a beautiful place that works for us. We have not had a decent place in a while. And Ronnie, I do carry, one, I just keep it in my kits. I picked this kit up at a place called Stuffs in Des Moines. Cornfed, you've probably heard of it. Probably been there a couple times, but it's a nice little kit, Molly capable kits. Forgive me, I'm just trying to put stuff in there so I won't lose it. But things are awesome right now. If I missed anybody talking, like I said, I've been trying to watch my phone for chats and stuff like that. Okay, the Outdoor Expo is on the weekend of the 20. I think it's on the 24th. Let me check the date real quick. Give me a second. Yeah, Saturday the 24th is when the Outdoor Expo is going on. Jenny, Ian, and I should be there. We're going to try to get our pavilion set up. We're going to be camping there that weekend. I hope to bring my bows and hang out with my friends, at the Mountain Man Rendezvous encampment. It's a free fishing weekend for those people in the Des Moines area at Waterworks Park. It's a really cool place to go. They have lots of different classes and demonstrations going on. I believe if they do it again this year, they're going to do a processing of a deer there hanging from a tree kind of thing. So that's going to be interesting to see. I keep on missing that class because I've been wanting to take it. But I will probably, there's going to be a musket demonstrations. There's shooting going on. Our group does a lot of black powder shooting and stuff like that. I don't have one myself, otherwise I would. But that's what's going on right now. And that's just one minor portion that I do. There is so much more. Give me a second here. Let's see what they are. Okay. It's going to be near the Isaac Walton League on that side of the park. So yeah, they're going to be doing part of that. Crap. If I would have thought about it, should have went in town with my family today. But because there's a flea market going on at the Isaac Walton League right now, but they're almost over. Nope, they're over. They ended up a half an hour ago. Dang, missed out on the flea market. Okay, cool. Looking forward to seeing you. I'll be in my kilt, just to let you know. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the information on the outdoor expo. Um, it's all free. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll be there from Friday night to Sunday morning. Um, but like I said, there's fishing going on. There's fishing demonstrations. There's shooting demonstrations. There's going to be the Boy Scouts should be there. It's going to be archery going on. There's going to be some boating going on. A little bit of everything. I totally spaced it, Rob. I am sorry. Otherwise, I would not even be here. I'd be in there. But technically, I'm broke. I can't even. There's no reason for me to go. I would. I mean, I don't have any money. That's why my wife and boy are at the fair. They're making money. I'm back here. I'm doing laundry, doing dishes, that kind of thing. So I decided to come out here and do this. And I just remembered that one. So give me a second here. I'm trying to find some more information about the outdoor expo. Um, Man, they haven't updated their thing in a while yet. Okay, give me a second here. I got some information here. Uh, they didn't really say much on the Des Moines for Kids site, and I think Polk County, my county parks thing has got what do they have on this? Nope, they don't have that one listed. Uh, There's going to be archery, some camping and outdoor cooking demonstrations. There's going to be conservation stuff going on, fishing activities, hunting activities, kids corner, shooting sports, water sports, wildlife. Things are going to be. Someone's going to bring in some rehab, like uh, hawks, owls, and things like that. You can show off. That's understandable. I just happen to get lucky, and we have a new LG Bluetooth notifications on our laundry. So right now, I'm waiting for my dishes to get done before I start the laundry. I got everything ready to go. Just got to load it up and hit start. Uh, so I'm come out here, drink my coffee, that kind of thing. Um, Rob, when you come, you mentioned a while back that you might have a reel for me for bow fishing, possibly. I'm just trying to clarify, make sure I heard that right. If you don't, that's cool. I understand. I'm still looking. Finding a left-handed bow fishing reel is hard. If you could bring it with you on the 24th, I'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, Jenny and I are going to be there, and so is Ian, and we're going to be hanging out uh, at the encampment mostly. But we're also going to go do exploring just like everybody else because we don't have anything planned other than being there, hanging out with our friends. And Jenny's got a cooking competition she's doing that Saturday night at the encampment. Hopefully, we're going to try to get her some really cool stuff to cook. But that's between that now and then. Oh, that's cool. I heard about the Zepco 808s. I haven't seen one in a while, except in pictures and stuff. So that's what size lines should I use on that one? Because I'm not really sure for bow fishing. Sorry, folks, if they're trying to. I'd have to restring it. That looks like, but I could pick up some new line for probably from Bass Pro or something. 15-pound line. Okay, but the thing is, I shoot a 55-pound bow for that. Would that be too much? Or could I go up to like to a 20-pound test for that, or a braid? I just don't want to lose my arrows. That's the only thing. No, because I'm only time I've ever tried practicing bow fishing, they always end up having the right-handed bows, not the left-handed ones. And I want to use a bow that I'm comfortable with, not compounds, which is way out of my area of comfort zone. Okay, I did not know that. I haven't used a closed face reel in forever because I normally use my open face take my telescopic fishing rod that I use for backpacking. Yeah, I'm looking at the best fishing bow fishing lines there is, but I'm not sure what if any of this is actually braid or not braid because I've never heard of most of them. That one's braided. That's not what I want. Oh, what? It opened up another page. Oh wow. Okay, that might work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm looking at some of the stuff, the best ones on the market. I'm looking at Cajun has a 25 yard spool of premium bow fishing line, but the thing is, it's up to 250 pounds. I don't know if I need something that heavy because unless I'm trying to save somebody's life or something like that, keep them from drowning or something. I don't think I'm going to catch a fish that big. So I do plan on making sure any fish that I get will be used for eating or some other purpose because I don't like having doing something and not being able to use it. Huh, I'll cover. Maybe I should get this closer. Very well. Okay, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. Oh, that reads really well considering. Cannot read it on the computer, but I can read it up here. I'm not sure how many in the chat have actually done any bow fishing, so I might have to lean on those people who have. I mean, I know I can hit what I'm aiming at. It's just that I've never had the opportunity to go bow fishing due to the fact that my gear is hard to find for me. I've got the rails, the bow seats. Right here. And I get the arrows are easy to find. Just got to figure out which ones to use to be the best ones for me. Oh, I'm sure. We're slowly getting our stuff out of our storage unit right now. That way we can stop having to pay for it. And maybe one of these days we'll have you come down here and we can hang out in my backyard. Oh, I know about that part. My glasses are what's the word? Polarized. I never had a problem seeing fish and knowing where they're at. It's just the fact is that I have not had the gear to actually participate. It was really tough when I was in grade school when I was playing baseball, trying to find a left-handed mitt amongst a whole bunch of right-handers. Not a fun thing to do. What you want to check out Ken Wolf Lake? You're more than welcome to come with me because I mean, Ian wants to do some magnet fishing at some of the docks they have there, and I want to, since they redid the whole lake, I haven't been all the way around it yet. They do have a camping area there, primitive camping, no power, but they do have some water spigots. In season, it's got some really good blackberries and raspberries there. I heard that some people have found some really good mushrooms if you like morels, and when they're that season. It's a nice little place, not huge, but nice. Yes, there's camping here. I just mentioned it. Yeah, that one here. Let me give me a second here. It's Mariposa County Park is the name of the park that it's in. It's just northeast of Newton. It's a nice little place. The lake itself is called Ken Wolf Lake. I think we looked it up. I think you looked it up earlier about the depth. That it may have changed since when I first started going there, but because they dredged that out and refilled it. Well, let me know when you find out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Back it up here. I'm gonna copy the address and put it in the thing here for you guys can find it. That way, you could know how to get there. Like I said, it's a nice place. I've been going there for years. Ian, before they dredged it and cleaned it out, Ian actually caught a live clam while fishing. We're still trying to figure out how that happened, especially when he was fishing with a hook and bobber. So that was interesting to be none, say the least. There's a campground, there's shelters, there's pit toilets, there's a butterfly garden, hiking trail, handicap parking, and an accessible fishing dock. There's supposed to be a lookout tower. Haven't found that yet. Um, and a fishing line recycling bin, which is right on as you go out. It's open from 5 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. every day, unless you're camping there, obviously. There's supposed to be, I'm not sure what kind of fish are supposed to be there. Let's see here. Facilities, I'm working on that. There's just a shelter. There is a boat ramp that allows for canoes, kayaks, and non-powered boats, probably with like trolling motors only, I think. I did see several kayakers while I was there last, and it was really interesting. And I did catch a bass. My standard, if you ask Rob, about that big. I've never been really good at catching. I've been good at catching bass, but only small ones. And that's never on purpose. I just try to catch fish. Let's see here. There's no AC, there's no electric, there's no dump station, and all that stuff. So that's all. I mean, there's not really much to it. It's 151 acres on an 18-acre lake. So that's kind of cool. I have no idea where they're getting that little spillway picture from, but it's not my area. I am going to be free next Saturday. Oh, by the way, Rob, just to let you know, Ian passed his hunter safety course yesterday with flying colors. So he can now get his hunting license. Yay! He's good to go on that one. He spent all night finishing up the online course and finished it at 3 o'clock in the morning, passed it, and got his certificate about 10:30 Saturday morning after being up all night. I mean, he had no sleep whatsoever, but he still passed the test, and he did really, really good. I'm very proud of him. He kicked butt, took names, and he did a test that normally takes weeks to go through the course and pass. He did it in 4 days, and I was shocked that he got it that well done in that amount of time. We just happened to be lucky to find a in-person course only 14 miles from our house over in Monroe, and it was just amazing that we got lucky to find a place that close. I was there with the class just to have fun. I didn't take any tests I didn't need to, but it was awesome to take the class. And I also found out that I can take out my groundhog if I need to. I just got to contact the conservation officer and let him know that I'm going to be doing that. Or I can break out my live trap and hopefully get that groundhog out from underneath my shed because he's got a big den down there. Well, I need to get rid of him. I'm still looking at the different things for Mariposa, by the way, folks. There's a playground there. There's a couple of shelters. There's a hiking path all the way around. But it's, like I said, it's really, really large. I think it actually might be bigger than Eastlake, but I'm not sure. But if we do the gathering there next year, it would be interesting because we have to bring in our own power and everything. But be pretty private for the most part, I would think. We hang out, deal with everything else. If you can make it, awesome. If not, that's also cool. Only unfortunately, no archery, which is why I prefer going over to Lake Red Rock or something like this. That way we can probably go at Roberts Creek campgrounds, get some spots there because there's they have the electricity, they have the running water and stuff, and the archery range is not that far away, and it's got a shelter you could use and toilets, and the range is just phenomenal. But I don't have a range here, unfortunately. Even my favorite archery shop had to close down recently due to the fact that the owner sold the building. So yeah, Archery Fields and Sports is null and void until the foreseeable future. It is not out. It's just in limbo until it finds a new location. So if anybody's into traditional archery gear, contact Tom Norris on Facebook. He's the owner operator of Barefoot Traditions, and he is one of the best purveyors of traditional equipment that I know. I get a majority of my bows from him. Is anybody still here? Please let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. I know I see 6 people showing up in here. I need to know who's here because I've been drinking enough coffee. I need to make a privy run, but I need to know who's. Oh, dude. Guys, watch this. I can show you something. Give me a moment. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if you can zoom. I can't zoom with this right here, but the groundhog is right there in my yard. He's right there. He ran. Dang it. I scared him off. But I just saw him. He was just here. Hey, thanks for letting me know you're here, PNW. I'm assuming that stands for Pacific Northwest. But we have a fairly large groundhog in my backyard, which I need to dispatch one way or the other. Either catch him in the live trap and release him somewhere else, or dispatch him another way. But he's in my backyard right now, somewhere. But I just watched him come out, and he was sitting right there in the middle of that sun patch. He may be underneath my trailer. He might, I'm not sure. Kind of sucky that I missed trying to show you guys, because he's huge. And I don't have my bow on me, unfortunately, because this would be a good spot to practice, shooting out of a deer blind or something, or a deer stand, even though it's not that tall, only about 3 feet. But, well, thank you for coming, Pacific Northwest. I'm glad you can make it. There he is. He's over by the ramp to my storage shed. I know I can't zoom in, which is really, really unfortunate. Man, I wish I could zoom. But he's over by my shed right now. And like I said, he's pretty big. If anybody's here who wants to, who could see them, let me know if you could see them. It's hard for me to do anything better than this because if I get any closer, he's going to run. I can't even, I'm not even sure if I could take a picture. Well, I could always try. Give me a second. Be right back. Man, he's gone. Where'd he go? Just when I wanted to take a picture of him. I'm hoping he's still here, folks. He may be underneath the ramp. I don't know. I where'd he go? I was just looking at him too. Caught him twice. Well, dang. Well, yes, they actually can. They dig out under the foundations of buildings and stuff like that. They're considered an invasive species here in Iowa, and there is a continuous open season on them here in Iowa. That's where I'm from. Just in case you didn't know, they're you can hunt them 24/7, 365 days a year. But I am within the city limits, way over there on the other side of this building here, which is a church, where the highway is where the end of the city limits happens. And over in this tree, I just saw a squirrel run right across the line. Oh, there he is. He's right on top. There's a squirrel up there on the line, getting ready to cross. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but well, let's see. There's a groundhog in my backyard. I just saw. There's a squirrel doing a acrobatics thing on a telephone pole right there. He's going to be running across that big line right there unless he jumps into the tree. Oh, I see the groundhog. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get a picture of him. Okay, so I think I got enough pictures. I think I can show you guys. Hopefully, I think you can. I have never done it. Let me see what I can do here. I'm not even sure if I can. That's not it. Oh, come on. I'm turned sideways. Dang it. What the hell? Please forgive me, folks. I got to fix this. Oh, by the way, I'm back. I'm sorry. But yeah, the squirrel's doing his high wire act right there. I'm not sure how to do it, but I am going to show you some pictures once I get a chance to. Let me change my camera back to where it was. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully. Yeah. We had a little bit of interesting thing happen. I'm still trying to figure out how to share a photo off my phone. But I got a couple of pictures of the groundhog. I'm not sure exactly what I can do about sharing that. No, I don't have that one. Oh, crikey, how do I do that? I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. I am trying to figure out how to share a picture that I just got of the deal here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Dang, how do you do it with on your phone? I used to be able to share stuff before. I don't know how to do that now. Well, I'll have to show people later now that I got pictures of him and he always exists. But I got him. But I think you can eat groundhogs, but I'm not sure. Give me a second here. Oh, yes, they are edible if they're tender and delicious if properly prepared and cleaned. So you can eat groundhogs. Now, I would actually have to talk to my conservation officer that I talked to yesterday. He is really young. He's a really cool guy. He's originally from Michigan, um, but he came down to Iowa because he liked it and stayed. Um, and they said they offer more opportunities here. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a hold of him and see about dispatching the groundhog out of my shed, and hopefully one of these days, I might be able to put some meat on the table. So I would, like I said, it's hard for me to show off what he's doing because he was eating the leaves off of the elm tree over there. But I got him where he was standing up, and I got several pictures I could show off if I could, but they're on my phone, and I'm not sure how to share pics while on my phone. On my computer, I can do it. I have a share screen. I just can't do it here, and I think it's because I'm not the primary part of this. When I set this up, I put this one as a secondary deal, not the first. Rob, did you ever get that information? If you're there, I have no clue who's all here. Let me see. Uh, who is all here? I'm gonna find out. Right now, I'm just showing Deb and Pacific Northwest and myself. Pretty cool. I mean, I've seen Jenny and our cat Mac has seen rabbits in our backyard. I've now seen. Okay, you guys can't see it, but he's up at it again. He's walking across past the telephone pole right there, and he's going to do a high wire act all the way across. It's not Punxsutawney Phil. Oh, good to know, Deb. But we got a nice little young squirrel right there. You can't see him unless I flip the camera around, but he's right in the middle of the. Let me see if I can get him over my shoulder where I can see him. Let's see here. He's like right in the middle of the little area right there, going towards that tree right there. He's like right there above the I think. Oh, then the groundhog is right there next to the ramp. So I'm not sure if you guys can see him, but he's over by the ramp right now. And the squirrel is kind of hanging out on top of the wire. Hope he doesn't hit anything live, because that's not how I want to do fried squirrel. Yep, he's going back underneath there. I'm going to try to brick up once I get him dispatched and cleaned up, get that hole filled in. That way we can keep more groundhogs from going back in there. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be Punxsutawney Phil anyway, because Groundhog Day would be really, really bad having to take him out every single day and not get paid for it. But I've got some interesting wildlife. I've seen deer back here. I've seen, well, caught a glimpse of a cottontail rabbit. The squirrel's new. Having him hang out on top of a wire, that's something I don't always get to see. I don't have what I might have some white wine, but I don't use alcohol in my cooking, though, Dad, because I don't drink. I'm not much on cooking with wine. But we do have a slow cooker, and I'm sure Jenny would cook it if I cleaned it, and have it processed just right. If you could send me a recipe for that, that'd be great. I could send it to Jenny. She can have it in her whole repertoire of recipes that she's got stashed. Oh, I'm sure they do. This one doesn't have a transformer per se. Oh, there is one, but it's like way over here is the transformer there. And yeah, that's the closest one. But this guy, he's just sitting right there for like 2 to 3 minutes. And like I said, down at the bottom of my ramp on the left-hand side is where the groundhog is. He's just sitting there coming and going. We haven't had a lot of black squirrels. When we left 2 years ago, moved out of Newton, we used to see black squirrels all over the place. Now we can only see, the red ones and the gray ones. Got a couple kids yelling at each other saying, "I love you." Well, I haven't seen any young groundhogs, so that's a good sign. I do have a live trap, but it's in my storage unit at the moment. I've got permission to trap him or take him out, but that's about all I can do, as long as I notify the DNR guy ahead of schedule. I got his card, so if I capture him, then I can just contact him about, getting rid of him. Unless they decide to eat him, but that's a whole different ballgame. By the way, that one squirrel is just sitting in the same spot. He's not moving. He's just hanging out on the wire. Looking down, looks like. Yeah, it's a little different here. Pace is a lot nicer. I like that. Something about Newton that just seems laid back. Yep. Like I said, this is, there's my fire pit right there. This right back this direction is where we're going to put the garden. My archery range is going to go right here. Going to be back a little bit back further. I'm going to move the barrel. We don't really need a burn barrel. And I'm going to put a backdrop from the edge of the little retaining wall there back this way so I can, not have to worry about losing arrows. That's a church parking land on the other side of that bunch of weeds. And they're another quarter mile beyond that. So don't have to worry about, that too much, but they don't like people on their land. So they get antsy about that. So I have seen deer just on the other side of those weeds running, coming from the cornfields, but that's about it. No raccoons as of yet, but you never know. So do you hunt up there in the Pacific Northwest? I hunt small ground game mostly. If I get a chance at a pheasant, I'll go for it. Looks like my friend the squirrel is gone. He's back. He's back over here at the telephone pole. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's right there in the middle. Oh, keeps on slipping. He's going all the way over. How far is he going? Is he getting the walnut, or what is he doing? Oh, he's going way down there. Oh, he's on the tree. I think. Nope, nope. He's keep on going. He's going way down there. Oh, he jumped lines. He went to a smaller line. All right, there you go. I don't think Deb. I don't think ours is going to be losing a battle with a garbage truck anytime soon because our shed's nowhere near the where we do our garbage. I see 5 people in here, so I like to see how people are holding up. See what you guys want to talk about. Because I'm going to talk about a little bit of everything here. There used to be a garden here. We found some stuff for peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that, but we only have a couple things. Well, it happens. Right now, I'm just enjoying the sky. As you can see, partly cloudy sky. Nothing major. About 72 degrees. This is what I've been hearing all day. A few crickets and the wind. Now, during NASCAR season, we were probably going to hear a lot more, like really loud racing, because about a mile and a half from here, if not maybe a little longer, is the Rusty Wallace racetrack here in Newton. So, yeah, we get NASCAR events here sometimes. Oh wow. I wouldn't know what a 50,000 acre cattle ranch was like. I mean, I'm just a small town boy, pretty much. Graduated out of high school, graduating class of 51. And I was 49, so it wasn't very good, but that's okay. I was also like low man on totem pole when it comes to last names too. So my name was always in the last, near the last end of the whole thing. But talk about archery, bow hunting, traditional archery stuff. Not much on compounds, but and I do a little bit of fishing. As my shirt says, half hunter, half fisherman. I agree with only part of it. I don't fish very well. I don't call myself a fisherman. A fisherman catches what they're aiming for. Me, I just throw a hook in the water and hope for the best. And I consider myself the worst fisherman ever. If you don't believe me, ask Cornfed. He's seen me fish multiple times. I'm terrible. I have been trout fishing, but I've never done fly fishing. So you understand about, that's what I grew up. I grew in a very small town, and I even though I work in a larger city, I prefer this. You're not on top of each other's backs. It's quiet. You can have a garden. We actually have two bathrooms in this place, which is like a first for me. So that's kind of cool. Um, yeah, it's what it is. I haven't been here in the wintertime yet because we just moved in last month on the 15th. So we haven't even been here a month yet, but we're doing our best. We got another couple more days before we're due here a month. And we're just hanging out. I wouldn't know. I mean, I know we have some beaver here, but I have been trout fishing up. I go to Yellow River State Forest in northeastern Iowa. They have some really really good trout streams up there. I like using Little Paint Creek. Is good. It's stocked, mind you, but still, it's just a lot of fun. I don't use flies. I don't use lures. I don't use jigs. I use night crawlers, just worms and a bobber. That's it. Nothing fancy. It always works. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it was a good life back then. It just like, well, I didn't trout fish or bow hunt a lot when I was a kid because my family were most shot into shotguns and stuff. But I did own a shotgun, but I sold it recently, and I need to find a new one if I can, or at least new to me, because I mean, don't need anything fancy. Don't need a 12. That's a little bit much for my shoulder. And if I hurt my shoulder, that means I can't pull my bow, and I don't want to do that. I prefer my bows. Um, so it's just one of those things. I've never been fan salmon fishing because I don't like the taste of salmon. Um, my dad did do some when he went on a fishing trip before he passed away up in Alaska, but I've never acquired the taste of salmon. I just can't stomach it. Literally, it just tastes off. I prefer trout and bass, catfish. Stripers are really good, and some crappie. I haven't really done much of that. I have carp, but it's like muddy. When I go planning on going bow fishing, I plan on eating what I get if I can, because there's no point me getting a ton of stuff unless it's going to be useful for something else. It's like I hunt. I don't hunt for trophy. I hunt for food. Let's see, anything on my roof? Nothing on my roof. Now let's see, that little squirrel disappeared again. He went way down, oh sorry, way down that way. I don't know where he ended up, but he's way down there. I think he went into the walnut trees to try to find something there because he's probably got a stash of walnuts in there. But the rest of them are like, oh, we got 2 walnut trees, a couple silver maples. There's a giant silver maple right there. And another maple there. Lots of maples in this area. Always wanted to see if they could be tapped for syrup or not, but I need like 40 gallons to make a decent gallon. I'd never hunted for ducks or geese. I've been wanting to go dove hunting, but I want to get a 20 gauge for that. Pheasants, I grew up doing that in quail, but I had a 20 gauge for that back in the day. But I like doing rabbits, squirrel, ground game for the most part. I want to do turkeys. I've been hunting for turkey. Oh, I see my friend the groundhog is coming out of hiding. He is over by the storage shed next to the thing. He's actually listening to me talk to him about him. I know you can't see them, but he's just above the wood wall there they got going there. He's like been watching me. He's eating at the moment. So it's interesting. At least I know what he's eating. I do have a few pictures I will be showing off later. The fact that he's comfortable enough to continue eating while I'm talking about him is going to be interesting. Yeah, I can understand that one. I've never, I can understand. It's never happened to me, but I can understand it. We hunted for food growing up because my dad grew up in a household with 11 kids. He was one of 11. 4 sisters, the rest were brothers and himself. And they had a standing rule that if you could hunt for something and you get something, you bring it home for supper. And my grandma would take care of it, and prepare it. So that's what's going on there. So if they went fishing, they always brought back what they caught. If they went hunting, they brought back what they got. You know, they had a lot of mouths to feed back in the day. He's now over by my woodpile, which I'm going to be moving, and he's not going to have any cover once I move it. He's fairly large. He's probably about 5 or 6 pounds, if not bigger. But you guys will see that once I figure out how to get pictures up. Oh wow, you got lucky. I never had a 20. I have a 22 now. I got a Marlin 22, semi-automatic, 10-shot clip. I have multiple clips, so I can carry a bunch of rounds with me whenever I go anywhere. It's really easy to do. And I just got rid of my 12 because I wanted something a little smaller. I want to get a 20 gauge, but I want to get my boy a 410 because he hasn't got his license yet because I haven't paid for one, but he's going to get his hunting license soon, so we can go hunting this year. The shotgun I wanted was my grandma's 410 22 over and under, but I never got to even see what happened to that one growing up. One of my uncles probably got it, most likely. Found that in my gutter. Not sure what that is, but I found it. Oh, I can understand that. We don't get a lot of rattlesnakes here. We do have a couple timber rattlers up further north, but not around here. We got some water moccasins we would have to see every once in a while, but not so much on rattlers. You guys should see this. I got to show you. Oh man, I wish I could zoom. I can't zoom. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Nope, you can't see. It's too dark. But he's sitting on top of one of the logs at the top of the wood pile, just looking around. If he starts doing the twist, then I'll let you guys know. I think he's a woodchuck, big honking woodchuck. And as the old saying goes, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, or something like that? Man, let's see here. I'm not sure if Rob is still in the. If Cornfed, are you still in the building, or are you just? Did you get done doing your research? Man, I wish. Well, give me a second here, folks. I gotta do something. Okay. Okay. I can't record while I'm doing this, so that really sucks. But he just went over the wall. He's back there. I got a couple more pictures of him. But I'm gonna be ending this in a little bit because I'm down to 27% on my phone, and I've been on here for over 2 hours. So it's gonna be. I've got some more laundry to do and things like that. So I want to cut it off right here now. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Um, give you a small, look see into my backyard and my, future space, gardening space, my livable outdoor space. Let's call it that. Um, maybe one of these days I'll even let you know if I get the groundhog or not. He's pretty wily apparently, but I really got to go to the bathroom as well. So I'm going to say good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. Love you all. Thank you, Pete. PNW, is there another way to call you besides Pacific or North PNW? Because it's a little bit of a mouthful. And Rob and Deb and everybody else who happened to be in here. Rodney, nice to meet you, brother. Thank you for coming. Pete, thanks for coming. And Blake, thank you for coming. Still going down the list. And Dan, thank you for coming. Well, I'm going to be doing a live on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. It's called my Tuesday coffee break. So if you want to come and hang out, you can do that, or you can meet me on my normal live on Thursday, which this Thursday I will be promoting a giveaway, which I'll have on my birthday, which is the 22nd. I'll be giving away 2 fire strikers, steel strikers with chert, little kits on the 22nd. So see me on this Thursday, and I'll get you some more information on how you can enter and win with a chance to win. So talk to you later. Hey, Beth, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Later, Deb. Thank you for coming. Bye, everybody.